Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation 8th Air Force. It's turn 15.2 for the CCP and 15.3 for the USSR. It's July of 43. So let's get into the CCP portion of the turn. They got $4 to spend. They're just going to go ahead and save it. And they do actually have an attack. So we're going to go into Hope. There's a single Japanese militia. So our stack of 10 infantry are coming over from Shensi. So these 10 guys. And then the cavalry from Singhai 1-2 goes to Hope. So those 11 units going into Hope against that single militia. So it looks like I got to cross a river to get to Roundel. So I'm going to say that there's a river penalty on this first round. So the 10 infantry should be 1s, and the cavalry would be a 2 against that single Japanese militia to 2. Okay, so we got 10 1s. Oh, yeah, never mind. 10 1s. So let's do the first 5. Nothing. And the next 5. Oh, we got a 1. So we got our 1 hit. Oh, there's a second one. So we got 2 hits. Okay, their militia in return. A 10 misses. Okay, so we go ahead and take Hope with 10 infantry and 1 cavalry. So that is worth $1. Okay, so let's go ahead real quick. Knock Japan down $1 to 53. And CCP goes up to 3. And then for recruitment, that's our 3rd territory. I still haven't, well, I'm going to take this Roundel off here. So Singhai is still KMT. So that gives us, non-combat real quick. The 2 infantry and the 2 mountain in Singhai are going to move into Shensi. So that only leaves KMT behind there and Singhai. Okay, so that's it for non-combat. So we got 3 territories. So we need a 3 or less for recruitment roll. Oh, I thought that was a 1 for a second. It's a 7. Okay, so no recruitment. We're now up to $3, and we saved 4. So that gives us 7 for next turn. So quick unit recap. We've got 2 infantry and 2 mountain in Shensi, and we got 10 infantry and a cavalry in Hope. Okay, so now on to the Soviet Union portion of the turn. For tech rolls, we're going to go for radar, which is stage 2, 7 or higher. Airborne doctrine, stage 2, 7 or higher. Heavy armor, stage 3, 8 or higher. Long-range aircraft not on the board, 8 or higher. And logistics, stage 1, 8 or higher. So let's go with radar first. An 11, we succeed. Airborne doctrine, a 7, we succeed. Heavy armor, a 5, don't finish that. Long range, a 2, we missed that. And logistics, an 8, we missed that. So we got radar and airborne. So they both go to stage 3. So we got 3 techs at stage 3. We can possibly finish still this game. Okay, so how about purchases? We've got $64 to spend, and we're spending all of it. So we're going to rapid build for $6 an air base in Konigsberg. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 militia for 16, so that's 22. 2 advanced mechs for 8 is 30. 2 Katyusha rocket launchers for 10 is 40. 2 T-34s for 10 is 50. 2 advanced artillery for 8 is 58. And 2 rockets for 6 is 64. Okay, we do have a bunch of attacks, so let's see. Starting up here in the north, we're going to have these 2 subs convoy raid the Germans here in, what is that? A8. Now, I do have 2 subs here in A13. So they're both going to move 1 over to A14. Now, if one of them can go through the canal on this turn and come out into A8, I'm going to have them do that. So I would have 3 subs convoy rating, but I'm not sure I can do that. So I'll just leave 2 of them there in A14 for now and just convoy raid with these 2 subs. But if one can go through the canal this turn, I want it to do that. So that's battle number 1. Battle number 2, well, I've got it marked as 3 because I had the CCP as 1. But okay, so battle number 3 is going to be this paratrooper in Konisberg is going to come over 1 to West Poland. That's a walk-on. Battle 4, we're going to have this infantry in Lubelski come into Warsaw. There's just a single militia. And from an air base here in Kiev, going 1, 2, 3 are the 2 jets. So 2 jets and an infantry. Battle 5 is going to be a walk-on. So we're going to take, where's the card here? We're going to take one of our... We're going to have one of our T-34s. I hate doing this, but we're going to take one of our T-34s that's here in southern Ukraine, and it's going to go 1 into Bessarabia, which is empty, so it's definitely going to take an empty territory and then blitz up into western Ukraine. So that's battle 5 and 6. Coming down here from Orel Kursk is going to be 1 advanced mech, 1, 2 to western Ukraine to participate in that battle. Battle 7 is here in Bulgaria. So we're going to take 6 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 T-34s, and a cavalry from Istanbul up 1 into Bulgaria, and there's a militia. And then battle number 8 is here in Romania. So there's 2 infantry and a militia. So that's the diciest of the battles. So here in Leningrad, I believe at an air base. Yep. At an air base, carrying 2 transports carrying 2 paratroopers is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop 2 paratroopers off in Romania. Okay, so 2 paratroopers. And then off of the card here in Kiev, going 1, well, they can go 1, 2, 3. It's a movement of 3 regardless, is going to be the tactical bomber from Kiev, along with 5 fighters. Actually, no, not 5 fighters. How about 3 fighters? 3 fighters. So 3 fighters and a tactical bomber, and that leaves me 2 fighters there in Kiev. We're just going to, hey, you know what? Those 2 fighters in Kiev, since they're just staying there, they might as well go 1, 2, 3 and go into Warsaw as well. So going into Warsaw is going to be 2 fighters, 2 jets, and an infantry against that militia. Going into Romania is a tactical bomber, 3 fighters, 2 paratroopers. So those are all of our combat. Okay, so let's go ahead. This was a walk-on. We'll save the convoy rating for last. So this was a walk-on into West Poland. So that's worth $1. So let's take that off. Okay, so next is Warsaw. So that militia is in a city that isn't surrounded. So we got 2 jets, 2 fighters, and an infantry. So let's go ahead with our 2 jets first at an 8. 6 and a 6, so we get our hits. The militia, a 6 misses. I can't remember. I'm going to have to look this up. I think cities are +1 for the infantry class units, but regardless, that's definitely not enough to boost up the militia that far. So we take Warsaw with an infantry. Okay, so that's another $1. Okay, Battle 5 was the walk-on here in Bessarabia. That's worth $1. Battle 6 was an advanced mech and a T-34 against an infantry. So let's do the T-34 first at a 6. 6 does hit. Let's roll our advanced mech. 11 misses. Their infantry in return. And 11 misses. So we go ahead and take Western Ukraine back. That's worth $1. I took my T-34 with me. So that's worth $1. Okay, Bulgaria. So let's take a look here. Is it mountainous? I don't think it's mountainous because I'm coming from Istanbul. It doesn't look like the mountain range is there, but just to be on the safe side, because I hate doing PBE, we're going to say it is mountainous. So we get 2 first strikes with our artillery. So let's see how this goes. So these are going to be 2 2s. An 8 and a 7, they both miss even if there isn't any mountain range. Then the 2 T-34s at 5s. They both miss. Then we've got a cavalry at a 2, and 2 of our 6 infantry are boosted because of the artillery. So we got 3 2s. Nothing. How wonderful. And then we've got 4 1s with the infantry that are left. Nothing. So if there is no mountain range, I did get a hit with a 2. So, but we're going to say that it's mountainous for now. The militia in return, 11 misses. Okay, we go again. 2 T-34s at 5s. 2 artillery, 2 boosted infantry, and 1 artillery at 2s. There we go. We got 2 1s. So we got our hits there. We might have killed them off on the first round. Let's see the militia in return. 4 misses. So it doesn't matter. He didn't get a hit. So we take Bulgaria. So that's worth $1. So we take that with 6 infantry, 2 T-34s, 2 artillery, 1 cavalry. So move these guys up. Okay. Those 2 paratroopers stayed behind. Okay, so now this important battle here. So again, it looks like we got mountains. So our 2 paratroopers on this first round will only be 2s. It's not a city, so he's got 1 militia at a 2 and 2 infantry at 4. So we've got a tactical at a 7, 3 fighters at 6s, and 2 paratroopers on this first round at 2. So let's go ahead with our 3 fighters first at 6s. 2, 5, and a 7. So there's 2 hits. So he's down to an infantry. The tactical at a 7, a 3 hit. So we got our 3 hits. Okay, they got a militia at 2, 11 misses, and 2 infantry at 4s, an 8 and a 1. So 1 hit. So we lose 1 paratrooper, but we do take Central Romania. So that's worth 2. So we take that with the 1 paratrooper. Okay, so that's it for combat. So let's see what we went up. I think we went up quite a bit. Okay, we went up. Oh, no, we got to do the convoy rating. Okay, so convoy rating. So we got 2 subs for sure, possibly a 3rd. So black is Germany, red is Russia. And we're going to be even on the die roll. So first die roll, 3 to 2, we did 1 damage. The second sub, 5 to 1, so we're way over because I think that line can only take 2. So even if I did have a 3rd sub that was able to come through, I've already maxed it out. So we did 2 damage to that line for on Germany. Okay, so let's add up income real quick before we do non-combat. So we got $1 for West Poland, $1 for Warsaw, that's 2. 1 for Bessarabia, that's 3. 1 for Western Ukraine, that's 4. 1 for Bulgaria, that's 5. And 2 for Central Romania, that's 7. So it should be down 7 for Germany, so from 53 to 46. And up 7, 59 to 66 for the Soviet Union. Okay, so now let's go ahead with non-combat. We got to land some planes first. Okay, so let's start down here in Romania. So we've got 2 air transports that were coming from an air base. So they went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're going to go 6, 7 and land in Istanbul. We've got 3 fighters and a tactical that came from Kiev. 1, 2, 3. They're going to go 4, 5 into Istanbul. Let's see. These planes up here, so they also came from Kiev. 2 jets and 2 fighters. They came 1, 2, 3. They're going to go 4, 5 and land in Königsberg. So that's 2 fighters and 2 jets. This entire force that's here in Lithuania is going to move over 1 to Königsberg. And that consists of 13 advanced mechs, 6 infantry, 2 T-34s, 2 motorized infantry, 2 artillery. So add the 4 planes to that card. And let's see what else. We've got 3 advanced mechs and 2 T-34s here in Arel Kursk are to come down 1, 2 and join the card there in southern Ukraine. So 3 more advanced mechs and 2 T-34s. Let's see what else. Hang on one second. Just put my advanced mechs on the card. We got 2 rail moves. So we're going to rail this cavalry here in Chita all the way over here to southern Ukraine. So put him on the card. Our other rail move is this infantry in Moscow is going to rail to southern Ukraine. So put him on the card. Let's see. That's it for rail moves. Well, I should have 1 rail move, I think, here in Turkey. So I don't think that counts against Russian rail moves. So 1 of these infantry here in eastern Anatolia is going to rail to Istanbul. The other 3 infantry in eastern Anatolia are going to move up 1 to this northern Turkish territory. We got these units here in Smolensk. So we've got 2 Katyushas and 2 T-34s. And they're going to move up 1, 2 to Palachka, where that militia is. So that's 2 T-34s and 2 Katyushas. Move up to Palachka. We got some units here in Kiev. So we've got 2 advanced mechs that are going to come down 1 to southern Ukraine, as well as a motorized infantry and an advanced artillery are going to come down. So add those to the card there in southern Ukraine. I think that's it. I don't think there's any other movements. Okay, so let's do unit placement. So we've got our air base we fast built in Königsberg. So put that down in Königsberg. Okay, we've got 2 advanced artillery. We're putting those at the minor factory here in Istanbul. We've got 2 advanced mechs. Hang on a second. We got 2 Katyusha rocket launchers. We're going to put those in Kiev, I think. Yeah, we'll put those 2 in Kiev. We've got 2 advanced mechs that we'll place in Kursk. We got 2 T-34s we'll place in Smolensk. We've got 2 rockets that we're going to place in Leningrad. And then we got a bunch of militia. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay. We're going to put 1 here in Königsberg. 1 here in Lubelsky. 1 in southern Finland. Another one in Leningrad. 1 in Istanbul. And that leaves us 3 militia. How about 1? Oh, 1 in the Crimea. 1 in southern Ukraine. And 1 more. How about in Lithuania, I guess? Okay. Okay, so how about income? We have a sub here on our convoy route, so we can't collect for that. But we spent everything. We're sitting at 66, and I think we have a 3 bonus. So that's $69 we should have next turn. So let's do a unit recap. Far East, really nothing changed. I just moved that cavalry out. Nothing changed in the Middle East. How about in Turkey? In this northern Turkish territory, 3 infantry. Istanbul, we've got 2 air transports, 2 paratroopers, 1 militia, 1 infantry, 3 fighters, 1 tactical bomber, 2 advanced artillery. Bulgaria is 2 artillery, 2 T-34s, a cavalry, 6 infantry. Central Romania is a paratrooper. Western Ukraine is a T-34 and an advanced mech. There's 2 advanced mechs in Kursk. There's 2 T-34s in Smolensk. There's an infantry in Warsaw. There's a paratrooper in West Poland. There's a militia in Lithuania, a militia in Lubelsky. Palachka has a militia, 2 T-34s, 2 Katyushas. There's either 1 or 2 subs in A-13. There's either 2 or 3 subs in A8. There's 6 infantry and a militia in Helsinki. There's 2 infantry and a militia in southern Finland. Leningrad has the fort, the coastal artillery gun, 4 infantry, 2 militia, 2 rockets. Kiev has 2 Katyusha rocket launchers. Crimea has a coastal gun, a fort, an infantry, and a militia. And now we're left with southern Ukraine and Königsberg, I believe. So Königsberg has an air base, a militia, 2 jets, 2 fighters, 13 advanced mechs, 6 infantry, 2 T-34s, 2 artillery, 2 motorized infantry. And southern Ukraine has 5 T-34s, 2 AA guns, 1 rocket, 1 militia, 1 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 advanced artillery, 8 regular artillery, 11 motorized infantry, and let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 13, 16, 17. Should be 19 advanced mechs. So again, for southern Ukraine, it should be 19 advanced mechs, 5 T-34s, 11 motorized infantry, 8 artillery, 1 advanced artillery, 2 AA guns, 1 rocket, 1 militia, 1 cavalry, 1 infantry. So that should be it for the CCP and the Soviet Union. Turning things over now to Global War 36 enthusiast in Japan.